Hey guys, how are you? Today I just wanted to show you my project XR400R. It's right behind you. Now, I have had this bike. I bought it in 2004. So I've had it for quite some time, so about 14 odd years. Now I'm just in the process of doing a bit of a restoration to it at the moment. So I thought I might share what I'm doing, particularly for guys and girls out there that want to learn just a little bit about mechanics and just maybe a little bit more about motorcycles in general. So basically what I've done so far is I removed the engine from the frame, and I've painted the frame. I've removed the swing arm, that's this section here, sorry, not the swing arm, the subframe. I removed the subframe and I've painted that as well. The shock, I haven't done anything with the shock, I've just removed it and put it back in. That's that bad boy there. Now what I've done recently, I've just put the exhaust manifold in place, because I've had to replace some of the nuts for that, so I have to go to the hardware and grab some more to fit that. Modification wise, this engine, it started out as a 399cc single cylinder. I've fitted a big bore kit, so it's now 440cc, and I've increased the compression ratio from about 8 something up to about 10. So in terms of power, this engine has been rebuilt and should put out a pretty decent amount of power over stock. I've also fitted the Mikuni, I believe, Mikuni carburetor, so it only just fits in there. Clearance wise, I've only got tiny little bit of clearance here, tiny little bit of clearance here, so not really the best, not ideal, but it fits. So that'll help me get a bit more fuel into it, a bit more power, which is always ideal, and the XR400s aren't known for their power, but this one should at least be competitive with your modern 450s, so that'll be good, even though it doesn't look like much. As you can see, I've got a fair bit of work to do. I've fitted the original wiring harness, I put that in yesterday. I'm in the process of just wiring up the new indicators. So I'm going to wire those up, get all that going, number plate light, refit the fender, and I don't really have that much left to do despite appearances. Once I've got that fender on and I've got the fuel tank back on, and the headlight, put the headlight cover back on, got a new globe for it, she's pretty well almost ready to go. She's got brand new discs, so I've fitted those, so it should pass transport inspection. Everything else is basically good to go. All I need is a little screw to put in there, so I have to go buy something for that. I've already hooked up the carby, so you'll see as I twist the throttle, you'll see the carby working there. So that was my biggest concern, was that the carby was going to be too big, and the action of the throttle cables here, I was worried that that wasn't going to work properly, but it appears that it's going to be okay. That chain's probably at least 10 years old, so we'll see how that goes. Another concern I have is the paint on the engine. I did use a high temperature paint, so hopefully it doesn't all flake off when it gets hot. So especially being an air cooled engine, they do tend to run a little bit hotter, so that'll be interesting. Another major job I'll have to do is bleed out the brakes, get them working, because that's clearly not going to cut it. But that should be fine. I mean, the disc is fine, the caliper's fine, it just needs some bleeding. So I might even do a video on how to bleed brakes. So just let me know if you'd like a video on that. And that's the same with this. That rear brake, that's going to need some serious bleeding. Just get all the air and the moisture and all the crap out of it. But yeah, I think all the hard work's in, the engine's in. All I've got to do is fit all the remaining parts, which really isn't that much. So it will be fantastic to get this baby purring, get her turning and burning again. Getting it started, that's going to be the hard part. Is Honda XRs are not known for their starting manners. So hopefully that big carby, the pumper carb that I fitted to it, hopefully that'll maybe help it start better. Either that or just flood and be worse to start. So quite interesting. In terms of tyres, got a pretty well brand new tyre on that. It is very old, probably 10 years old, but it's still in good condition. Hopefully the rubber hasn't gone hard or whatever. Front, that should do. It'll get me through roadworthy anyway, so that's one less thing I have to worry about. Alright, I'm really looking forward to starting this up and getting back out into the dirt again. I haven't ridden off-road in many years, so really looking forward to getting this going again. Alright, that's all I've got for you guys. This is my little project. See you later.